patient. So it says billed or charge 220, allowed 210. Deductible doesn't mention, so we could say 0 because it doesn't say anything. Co-insurance doesn't say, but it says Medicare, so you can know that it's Medicare. Co-payment doesn't say, so you assume 0. And adjustment, we're gonna calculate it. Charges minus. The question says how much the patient is responsible, so we start with that. So we go, okay, the patient is responsible for, and you write the formula for it. Two parentheses, the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the patient, and then plus deductible plus copay. We substitute the numbers, and we have the allowed amount 210 minus deductible, that's 0, times the percentage for the patient because it's Medicare, that is 80/20, so 20%. Plus 0, plus 0. So that is 210 times 20%. And that is 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 1, so 42. Because the part of the assignment and for practice, we said that we want to check how much the insurance has to pay. And the insurance will pay the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the insurance. The allowed amount is 210 minus 0 times 80%. You plug it in a calculator, and you will get that 210 times 80% is 168. We do the adjustment, charges minus allowed amount, so 220 minus 210, $10. That is question number 1. Any questions on question number 1?
No.
Okay, so now let's do question number 2. Same thing, we calculate, we know that it's a question that we have to calculate, so charges, allowed amount, deductible, co-insurance, co-pay, and adjustment. Says Medicare provider billed Medicare 250, so charge 250. Allowed amount 240. And what is the insurance responsibility? So it's the same as the other one, but a little bit backwards, because now it's after the insurance. Doesn't mention deductible, so you can put 0 because it doesn't mention it. Co-insurance, it says Medicare, so you have to do Medicare, and you know that that is 80/20. Co-payment is 0 because it doesn't mention it, and then the allowed amount is charged. The adjustment fee charges minus the allowed. Because it's asking for the insurance, we say the insurance first. The insurance pays the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the insurance. The allowed amount is 240 minus 0 times 80%. That's going to give us 240 times 80%. You plug it in your calculator, and your calculator will say 240 times 80%, 192. So the insurance pays 192. Because we can practice, and we have part of our assignment was to do all of them. So we're gonna do now what is paid by the patient. The patient pays the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the patient. All of that added to deductible, added to copayment. The allowed amount was $240 minus 0 times 20%. Did I get it right? There we go. Plus 0, plus 0. So now it's gonna be $240 times 20%. And that should be 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, so what? $48. We're gonna do charges minus allowed amount. Charges is 250 minus 240 for allowed amount. Questions about number 2? If there's no question about number 2, let's go to number 3. Number 3 is same thing. You determine that it's a question that has to do with calculations. So you do charges minus charges allowed amount, deductible, co-insurance, co-payment, and adjustments. Patient undergoes surgery, perform femur fracture, hospital bills $9,000. The patient has paid $500 out $1,000 deductible, so $1,000 minus $500. Patient insurance consider allowable amount of 5100. Co-insurance is 820. How much a patient have to pay? There's no co-payment, so 0. Adjustment is charges minus. It says patient, so we're gonna use a calculation for patients. The calculation is the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the patient plus deductible plus copay. The allowed amount 5100 minus deductible. Deductible is $1,000 minus $500 that they have paid, so $500 more. So $500 times the percentage for the patient because it's at 20% for insurance, plus deductible, the 500 that was left over, plus 0 for co-payments. You plug it in the calculator and it's $4,600 times 20%, and all of that plus 500. This is, you plug in your calculator. Again, don't try to do mental math. It's 920 plus 500. You plug in a calculator, and that is gonna be 4,000. I mean 1400. Wait, there you go. 1420. We're gonna calculate now the insurance. So the insurance is gonna pay the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the insurance. If you wanna do that, you just substitute the numbers. The allowed amount is 5 5100 minus the 500 for the deductible times the percentage is 80% for the insurance. So that is 4600, and you multiply that times 80%. You put it in your trusty calculator. And that is 3680. You're gonna calculate charges minus allowed amount for deductible or write-off. For adjustment or write-off is $9,000 minus 5100. Again, don't break your head, just put it in the calculator, $9,000 minus 5100. It is 3900. It doesn't look like a number, so let's fix it. 3900. Questions about this example? Number 3.
I have no questions.
No question too.
This is gonna be number 4. This is charges, allowed amount, deductible, co-insurance, co-payments, and adjustments. Same thing, different numbers, 9300. For bill, they paid out of $800 for deductible, they paid $600. So they have 200 left. They have an allowable amount of $5,050. They have a co-insurance of 80/20 and no co-payments. How much the insurance has to pay? So the insurance will pay the amount minus deductible times the percentage for the insurance. The allowed amount is $5,050 minus deductible that we calculated to be 200, and then we're gonna multiply it by 20%. Nope, not 20%. 80%. So you put it in the calculator just in case. So that is 4,850 times 80%. You put it in your calculator. Or 850 times 80%. 3880. For the sake of practicing, we are going to do the insurance. And the patient's payment. So patient pays the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the patient. And to that, we're gonna add deductible, we're gonna add copay. The allowed amount is 550. I doesn't look like 5 or zeros. Minus 200. We're gonna multiply that by 20% now. And to that, we're gonna add deductible, that is $200, the one that we calculated. And we're gonna add nothing for co-payment because we don't have it. So that is $4,850. We're gonna multiply that by 20%. And we're gonna add 200 at the end. Put it in your trusty calculator. Or 850 times 120. That's my,
1170, 70,
excuse me?
1170.
So 1170 is the whole thing. But there's a step here that's 970. Plus 100.
Oh, 970 minus 200
Yeah.
is
So
1170.
Correct.
And
Then we're gonna do charges minus a lot of money. That's gonna give us the adjustment or the write-off. So we're gonna calculate 9300 minus 50. Again, don't try to do mental math. At this point, you get tired. It's better if you do it that way. So minus 5. So for 250. Questions about math? Problem number 4.
Nope, just waiting for you to get to one that I have.
11, 211. I know. 11, 14, something like that. That's the one that you don't like. Oh, a bunch of you didn't like it. This is number. So this is number 5. Math. Okay. So we determine this is a question that has to do with calculation. We do our little thing. And we write down charges of deductible, co-insurance, and co. And then adjustments. We build the amount of $500. Deductible is met. Allowable amount is 300. Co-insurance is 9010. Co-payment is 0 because it doesn't say an adjustment is charges minus amount. And we're gonna calculate. The question says how much the patient owes, so we're gonna start with the patient.
Professor, excuse me.
Go ahead.
So the question says that a provider billed to Medicare. So then, and then it says that they have a
Oh, yeah.
co-insurance. So in the
Yeah.
case that it mentions both, you go with whatever the co-insurance is versus what Medicare is, because that
Right.
breakdown, that's what I did. I did the 90/10, but I did have a
Right.
question because it said Medicare.
So yes, if it says Medicare, but it doesn't say what the co-insurance is, then you use 80/20. But if it says an actual number, you use that actual number. That's a great question.
Okay, thank you.
That is a great question. So, patients, and again, this is because these questions are just written down to practice, but in real life, it's always 80/20. But it's more to show you that you can have both. You can have something that you think what it is. For example, when you do the private insurances, all the private insurances are going to be different. So if you have a private insurance that you think it's 70, I don't know, let's say 70/30, and all of a sudden you see that it says something else, then you use that something else because it's giving you that information. Patient now pays the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the patient plus deductible plus copay. The allowed amount, in this case was 300. 300. There we go. 300. Deductible says met, that means that it's 0. Times the percentage for the patient, in this case is 10%. Deductible is 0, so payment is 0. So the patient will pay $300 times 10%. That is $30. Part of the assignment said, let's check how much the insurance has to pay. So let's do the insurance. Let's do the insurance. For the insurance. Sorry, there's a little thing, little bottom. The insurance pays the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage of the insurance. The allowed amount is 300 minus deductible, that in this case is 0, minus the percentage for the insurance, in this case is 90%. We're gonna multiply 30 times 20, so 3 times 27, $270. We're gonna do 500 for the charges minus 300 for the allowed. That was gonna give us $200. That's gonna be our adjustment or our write-off. Questions about number 5? Questions? So someone had a question. In question number 5, it says how much a patient owes. So I want you to understand that when it says patient, you only do the patient one, okay? When it says patient, you only do patient. If you were like in the question from before, that said insurance, okay? You said insurance, so you only do insurance. And the one before that one said patient. So in the exam, you only do patient, okay? I'm doing both, and I'm starting with the one that the question is asking.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, who was it? Okay,
Sorry.
that's okay. Let me do something here real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's do number 6. Okay, this one says, how much your insurance has to pay for the people that were asking? Insurance. So that is a calculation question. So charges, deductible, co-insurance, copay. Just build $5,000. Allowable $3,000. Patient has met deductible. It says maximum, that's co-insurance. And it doesn't say co-payment, so 0. And adjustment, we know that is charges minus allowance. The question says how much the insurance has to pay, so you start with the insurance. And the insurance pays the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the insurance. The allowed amount is $3,000 minus deductible. Deductible says it's met, so that's 0. And then times the percentage for the insurance. It says maximum. Maximum means 100% the insurance, 0 the patient. So maximum is 100% for the insurance. So $3,000 times 100%. That is $3,000. Then you go, okay, so what the patient has to pay? Again, the other exam, you don't have to do this. The other exam, you go patient or insurance. Here we're practicing. So the patient pays the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the patients. For that, we're gonna add deductible, and to that we're gonna add copay. Allowed amount, $3,000. Deductible met 0. Percentage maximum 0% for the patient. Deductible 0. Copayment 0. Patient pays 0. In this example. So we just minus all that means. $5,000 minus $3,000, $2,000. Next question has how much a patient will pay. So you know that as a question that has to do with calculations. So your charges, amounts, deductible, co-insurance, co-payments, and adjustments. Because of the patients, we're gonna start with the patients. So it says 550. Bill 350. Allowed. Deductible net. Maximum. And co-payment. This don't say so 0. Adjustment is charges minus allowed. It says patient, so we start with the patient. So the patient pays the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for patient plus deductible plus coverage. The allowed amount is 350 minus the deductible is met, so 0, times the percentage for the patient. In this case, max means 100% for the insurance, 0 for the patient. For the patient's 0%. Plus deductible, 0, plus co-payment, 0. So $350 times 0% plus 0 plus 0, 0. The insurance, just because we can. Only one parenthesis, allowed amount, minus deductible, times the percentage for the insurance. The allowed amount, 350, minus 0, times 100%. So 350 times 100%. 350. Let's white see this, so let's go here. So 550 minus 350. That is 250. No, 200. Question number 7.
Teacher, se lo puedo preguntar en español un momentico.
Vamos.
Siempre que la pregunta diga MED, es 100% la cobertura del insurance.
Nope.
Can you translate? Because I don't speak Spanish.
I will.
I'm so sorry, teacher. Can you translate?
But no. Met. Oh, my God. Right. Met. So, me dijiste met.
Sí, MED.
Met significa cero. De deducible.
Ok.
Max es 100% del insurance.
Okay.
Okay. So she's asking, whenever you see met, what does that mean? It means 0 for the deductible. Max means 100% insurance. Don't get them confused. Met means deductible. It's 0. Max has to do with insurance, covering 100%. Yes, Jenny?
Yes. I understand. I got you. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know if anybody else had that same question, but met, deductible, 0, max, insurance pays 100%.
I did have that question, so she did answer because I had some of
It's met. Whenever it says met.
No, the part, the max is the one where I was speeding.
Yeah.
Max, I didn't. Now I know
Met
that.
It's for deductible, max is for co-insurance.
Okay,
Met is for deductible, max is for co-insurance.
gotcha.
Met means 0, max means 100 0. Okay, good question.
I'm sorry, Professor. I just want to make sure that I'm understanding. So in real life, there are insurances that'll say, okay, we're going to cover whatever. Vamos a decir 80-20. up to a certain point, but once the patient has already paid this amount, then the insurance takes over after that 100%, or is it just
Correct.
okay?
That's exactly correct. So after you meet your maximum out of pocket, and that's a little play on words, maximum out of pocket, when the patient has paid their maximum out of pocket, their insurance will cover at a maximum. The insurance will cover 100%.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Number 8. Wait. I copied it already. Number 8. Number 8. So you go number 8 and you read it and you're like, it's a question about numbers. So you do your little table. Check this amount, deductible, co-insurance, co-payment, and adjustment. It says 550. Another 550. And that amount is 225. Deductible is X. Co-insurance, it doesn't say, but it says Medicare. And then co-payment doesn't say, but an adjustment, you know, that is charges minus all. This one says how much Medicare has to pay, so Medicare is the insurance. So you say, well, the insurance has to pay the amount minus deductible times the percentage for the insurance. The allowed amount is 225 minus deductible that is met, so that's 0. We're gonna multiply that by too many things that are not supposed to go there. Multiplied by the percentage for the insurance, because it's Medicare, it's an 80/20, and it doesn't say anything else. So we do 80%. So 225 times 80%. You put it in your calculator, and 225 times 80% is what? Because we are practicing, we are gonna practice the patient payment also, not that you have to, the day of the exam. And when you go patient, and the patient's formula, it goes like this: allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the patient times, plus deductible plus copay. The allowed amount is 225 minus the deductible. The deductible says met, so that's 0. Minus 0 times 20% because of the patient's part of Medicare, plus deductible 0 plus copayment is 0. So now you add 225 times 20%. You put in your trusty calculator. 225 times 0.20%. It is 45. Charges minus allowed amount gives you the adjustment. So 550 minus 2. Again, go to the calculator. 550 minus 2 to 5, 325. Number 9. So number 9, you put charges, amount, deductible, co-insurance. Okay. And adjustment. Very good. Patient displays the information. Bill amount 2150, allowed amount 2100, deductible met. That is 0. And doesn't say anything else, but it says Medicare. Medicare is 80/20. And doesn't say co-payment. 0. And adjustment is charges by product. And it says how much the patient has to pay. So the patient's formula goes like this. Is the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the patient. And then we're gonna add deductible, and we're gonna add copay. The allowed amount is 2100 minus 0 times patient is 20%. Plus deductible in this case is 0, plus copayment in this case is 0. So 2100 times 20%. Take out your calculator. 2100 times
1680.
2100 times 20%. Say that again?
1680. No?
Well, it's
Yeah.
21. It's
2100.
times 20%. We're talking about the patient.
420.
Oh, for the patient, 420.
Uh-huh.
420 for the patient. No, I'm sorry.
There you go. Good.
I
Now,
did.
the one that you were doing for the insurance, let's do it for the insurance here. So for the insurance, you have the amount minus deductible times the percentage for the insurance. The allowed amount is 2100 minus 0 times 80%. What? And that is 2100.
This answer is 16.
So that is what? 1680?
Yeah.
Ugly numbers, wait. And then we're gonna calculate our adjustment. 2150 minus 2100. That is $50. That is number 9. Number 10. Same thing, you go like, oh, this is a question about numbers. So you write it down, you go charges, amounts, deductible, so payments. And this one. Patient has a $100 copayment, so you put $100, 80/20 insurance. Allowable is 1,500. And a provider charge $2,000. It doesn't say anything about deductible, so you can say deductible is 0, and the adjustment is charges minus $5. It says how much the patient has to pay, so we calculate the patient. Patient pays the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the insurance for the patient. I mean, plus deductible. Come on, plus copay. The allowed amount is 1,500 minus 0 times the percent for the is 20% plus deductible, that in this case is 0, plus copayment, that is 100. Don't forget the copayment. We haven't done a lot with copayment. Don't forget those $100 there. Now we do 15,000 minus 0 is 0 times 20% plus 0 plus 100, so plus 100. Then this is 300 plus 100. This should be 400. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. 54. Go. This will be number 11. You determine this is a question that has to do with math. And we write down charges, allowed amounts, deductible, co-insurance, co-payment, and adjustment. How much the insurance have to pay? So it says $25 copay, 90/10 insurance, allowable charge 180, bill 200, deductible doesn't say, so you could say 0. And the first part is the insurance payment, that is the allowed amount, minus deductible times the percentage for the insurance. The allowed amount is 180 minus deductible is 0. You're gonna multiply it by 90% because that's the one for the insurance. So that will be 72. Say that again. 162. Thank you. So 162 for the insurance. Let's see for the patient. So the patient will pay the Another amount minus deductible times the percentage for the patient plus deductible plus co-payments. The allowed amount is 180 minus 0 times patient pays 10% plus 0 for deductible. Don't forget the co-payment is $25. So now we have 180 times 180 times 10% plus 25. So that is 18 plus 25. Right there, four. That is wow. That's all right. 43. Charges minus amount for adjustment or write-off. $200 minus 180. That's $20. Let's do number 12. Question that has to do with numbers. We write down charges, amount, deductible, co-insurance. Okay. And adjustments. Then this patient has a 20% co-insurance, so that means that it's 20% for the patient. So that means there's 80 for the insurance. $1,000 deductible, but they've already paid 100. Charge is 5,500. And the allowed is 5,000.
Sorry, I have a question.
Go ahead.
That's $10,000, not $1,000.
Jesus Christ, $10,000. Finally.
That's what I was running into a problem with this question with number 12 because
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so
You can do it.
Okay, go ahead.
It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. Yeah, that was a typo, but you can still answer it. So it meant to be $1,000.
Okay.
But that's not what it says. It says $10,000. So let's do it with $10,000. Because that's what it says there. So it says how much insurance company should pay. Yeah. Doesn't say anything about co-payments. Wait. And then adjustment is charges minus. So the insurance pays. Well, the insurance pays the other amounts minus deductible times the percentage, that is 80. Forget about it. The percentage for the insurance. We plug in the numbers. The allowed amount is $5,000. Deductible is $9,990. You plug that in, 9,990. And then you want to multiply that by 80%. If you plug that in the calculator, it will tell you it will be negative something, right? So negative 499,996. Oh, those numbers are off.
Wait, the 10,000 subtract 100 is 9.
Jesus Christ, it's 999. What? Say that again? Is it 100?
100 minus 10,000. Now, I got it right. Get it Yes.
right. Get it right, boy. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Wait. There you go. And then you're gonna multiply that times 80%. The problem is that it's a negative number. If you multiply a negative number by a percentage, it's gonna give you a negative number. I told you when you got a negative number, you stop, right? Because that's gonna give you a negative number. And that means that the insurance pays 0. So because it gave you a negative number, you stop. As soon as you get the negative number, you stop, and then the insurance pays 0.
I did stop. I put 0, but I was unsure.
Okay, well, you did good. You did good. Now let's do the patient just in case. I don't want you thinking just because the insurance pays 0, the patient pays 0 or something like that. Just don't just go ahead and calculate it. Don't guess. So let's find the patient. The patient pays. And the allowed amount minus the deductible times the percentage for the patient plus deductible plus copay. The allowed amount is $5,000. Deductible we calculated to be 9,900. We want to multiply it by 20%. To which we're gonna add deductible of 9,900 to what we're gonna add 0 for copayment. We're gonna do the same thing that we did before, and it's gonna be minus 4,900. As soon as you see that minus, you can stop. Okay. But I'm gonna write the whole thing just in case. 9,900. But because you have a negative number, you stop. And the patient will pay the allowed amount. And the allowed amount in this case is $5,000. That's why you were going crazy. I didn't caught that until later, until right now, actually.
Yes. I tried reaching out to you. So I just
I saw it, but I thought I saw it. I responded to a few of you like, hey, we're gonna discuss it in class. So if I didn't got to you, that's okay. But I thought it was just because usually people go crazy on the last two. No. I probably saw it really fast. Yeah, but that was a hypo. But still, you can answer it. Interesting. I'm gonna probably leave it like that for the other classes. If you did it, they could do it too. 13. You figure out there's a question that has to do with numbers. And you go charges, allowed amounts, deductible. Okay. I mean, co-insurance. Payments. And adjustment. Hey, did we calculate the adjustment? No, we did not. Let's go up. Did we forgot? Yes, we did. This is the previous one. 5500. 500. Okay. So patient has a 10% co-insurance. So that means that that's 10% for the patient. And 90% for the insurance. They paid out of the $500 for deductible. They paid 200. So that means that they have 300 pending. Patient has a charge of $5,000. And the allowed amount is 4750. It says from the patient. No co-payment. And I'm just going to charge this one. Patient pays the allowed amount minus deductible minus the percentage for the insurance for the patient plus deductible plus co-payment. The allowed amount is 4750. Deductible is minus deductible minus 300. Percentage for the patient is 10%. Deductible 300. And then 0 for co-payment. You put in your trusty calculator, and that is 450 times 10%, and you're gonna add 300. That should be 445 plus 300. That should be 745. Let's do number 14. If there's no questions on that one, I didn't. This is the one that I thought you were complaining about, people. Let's see how you did. We went over this one in class, so let's see how you did. You need to calculate, so you go charges, deductible, co-insurance, co-payment. And we have a difference. Patient check for an office visit, charge 40.25. The insurance company paid for the insurance company payments after the calculation was 32.25. An adjustment of $8. An adjustment of $8 was credited to the patient's account. How much does the patient owe to the participating provider? So you don't have your allowed amount. You don't have deductible. You can say deductible is 0. And you could say that copayment is 0 because it doesn't say anything. So you don't have the co-insurance. So how do you answer this question? Well, you have the insurance payment, and you have the adjustment, and you have the charges. So if you go, well, let's see, how much is the adjustment? Well, the adjustment is $8. Well, you know that the adjustment, okay, equals charges minus the allowed amount. But you don't know the allowed amount. You know the adjustment, so the adjustment is $8. And the charges are $40.25. Okay. Minus the allowed amount. So using a little bit of algebra, you can say that the allowed amount, you put the allowed amount on the other side as a positive, and then you leave the 40.25 where it was. And then that 8 goes to the other side as a minus, and that tells you the allowed amount is exactly 32.25. So if the allowed amount is 32.25 and the payment for the insurance is 32.25, that means that the insurance company paid 100% of that claim. So the patient pays what? 0% or $0 because there's no co-payment and there's no deductible. So in that example, the payment, it's the same as the allowed amount after you do a little bit of algebra. So this is a super hard question if you don't like numbers and you don't like algebra. Usually they don't ask you questions like this in the exam. I just kept it there because it's good to try to understand what's happening. So I don't expect you guys to understand this one really, really good, but anyone has any questions or any comments about this one?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
It threw me off when it said the insurance company paid the in-network contract fee of $32. So I thought that was like a how do you call it? Like a adjustable amount. I thought that was,
So okay, if you use the allowed amount, you're assuming that it was the allowed amount.
Yeah.
That's okay. You can put it. Actually, you were correct in saying that it was 32.25. But then, how do you do the rest? How would you get the co-insurance? You do not have the co-insurance.
so it was no co-insurance and there was no deductible. I put it at 0. But and then my next question is, how do the insurance company know that the patient had an adjustment for $8? So was credited to the patient account.
Because they calculated already. No, that's like me saying this. That's like me going to this example, the previous example. Oh, we didn't do the insurance here. What happened here? We're going crazy here. Wait, let's go this one. So it's like showing you this one and saying, it's like saying, how much did all of this is, okay, how much is all of that without giving you the question. I'm only give you the payment for the insurance and the adjustment. So it's just another way of seeing the question.
But the adjustment was in the office.
Yeah,
So
the adjustment is at the office.
So how do the insurance company know? Or
because the insurance company uses the adjustment formula, charges minus allowed amount.
but the $8 is in the office, so whoever's doing the billing, they automatically wanna give them the credit. So it's not like the insurance company is giving them the $8 credit. It's coming from within the office.
There's no movement of money here. I want you to understand that the adjustment has nothing to do with payment, money, or anything. It is what we charge extra. So if I charge extra, the provider, I have to adjust. So the formula is the same, it's charges minus allowed amount. So the insurance company, of course they can know because they are the ones that are paying, and they use the allowed amount and the charges that was sent from the provider to calculate everything. So they know that there's an adjustment of $8 that the provider has to do.
Okay, that was my question. I want to know how, you know, so. Okay,
Let me move all of this down a little bit. Because hey, oh how beautiful. I think this thing froze. No, it did not. Why do I get 8 people following instead of 10? Okay. I just move it down so we could do this one because we did not do the insurance part here or the alarm or the adjustments. Okay. So in this one that we forgot, let's do the insurance company. The insurance will pay the allowed amount minus deductible times the percentage for the insurance. The allowed amount was $4,750 minus $300, and then we're gonna multiply it by 90%. So this one is 4,450 times 90%. Put in the trusty calculator. Yes, ma'am.
are you writing on the board? Because I don't know if I'm the only one not seeing anything. It's like frozen.
Is it? Anybody else not seeing the numbers? I reset it. Let me know if you can actually see it. Anyone does not see the board?
I'm still not seeing, only thing I see is,
What do
number
you
4
see?
highlights around it.
Say that
I
again?
see you writing on the board.
Okay, so I'm
He's
gonna
writing on number 13.
I'm writing on number 13. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to 14 again. I'm gonna do this. All eyes on me. Anyone does not see 14? Anyone that is looking at their board, we're in number 14. Can everyone see number 14 right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down to 13. Do you guys see number 13 now?
Yes.
I see it.
I need more people. 13. Anyone does not see 13? Okay. So I'm gonna scroll down all the way to the bottom of 14 again. I'm gonna erase this here in the corner. I'm going to go to number 15. In order to go to 15, I have to copy something here real quick. Okay. I did. Hey. But what is happening? What is happening? Okay, let's see if I can fit it here. What did we say? Number 10. Uh, 14. Okay, give it a second until it does this thing. See what is this? Someone's writing all over the place. And now let me go. It didn't move. Okay. Let's do the insurance here. Let's do it here in a little corner. So the insurance payment that we didn't do here is the allowed amount minus the deductible times the percentage for the patient for the insurance. That is 1,500 minus 0 times 80%. That is 1,200. $1,200 plus 300 is 500 and 600. Okay, perfect. And then charges is $2,000 minus 1,500. That is $500. Okay, 11, 1, 2, 3. 12, 1, 2, 3. 13, 1, 2, 3. 14, we can only do 1. And now 15. Okay, so we are 15. So far we did only 1 on here. So 13 times 3, 39. This is 40. And this is gonna be, so 40 something, perfect. Okay, so this one says, charges, amounts, deductible, co-insurance. Coverage. And so this one says, charges 40, 25.
That's from number 14.
That's 14.
Yes.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it. This is what. This is what. Okay. That's more like it. Thank you. Provider. It says billing and coding specialist working on the office participating provider who accepts assignment of charges of $400. Again, 400 charges, $400. Co-payment has $50 in it. Met the deductible. Allowable amount $325. How much a provider's write-off? So we do not have co-insurance. Co-insurance is not one that we can put 0 just because it's not there. Co-insurance has to be given to you. So there's a problem there. But then the question says, what is the write-off? The write-off is the same as adjustment. So adjustment is the same as the write-off. So that means that the question is asking you how much is the adjustment. So you cannot calculate anything that needs co-insurance because you don't have it, but you have this. Yeah, this formula, this adjustment or write-off is the same thing, charges minus allowance. And you can calculate that because you have the charges that are $400 minus the allowed amount that's $325. And that is $75. And that's your answer for that one. You cannot do the payment for the patient or for the insurance because you don't have the co-insurance information. If you did it because you suppose anything with the co-insurance, that is incorrect. So let me see something here, if it works. So that will be number 15. And with this, we've done 40 exercises today. 40 exercises today.